How good is Ultra Vegito Blue really? Ultra Vegito Blue just got its Ultra Platinum equipment, and he is terrorizing the meta. But the big question here is he number one? A lot of people have been debating if he's... There's people that don't even know how he works properly saying that he's like top 5. He definitely is top 3, and I'm going to explain why he possibly might not be number 1 right now. But I also will explain how he might actually become the undisputed number 1 very soon if we get a certain thing coming up in like a week this soon. But of course, the platinum equipment, that slot 4 is so insane, and it gave him a crazy amount of inflicted damage in slot 2 as well. So he is always hitting ridiculously hard. His tanking is actually not that bad. He has like the second, I think it's like 320% damage guard. That's like the highest damage guard in the game, besides the Blue Duo, I think. So he has it all. He's feels like he actually is better than the Blue Duo. I would not say that quite yet. I would say they're neck and neck for now. There's a big reason why. And that character is Broly. He is the reason why this character doesn't feel as good. Like he's undisputed number 1, even though you can very easily make the argument that he is, and in some situations he very much feels that way. But I think overall the problem is that Broly shuts off everything this guy's trying to do. This guy's meant to combo forever. Well, as much as he can in his meta. It's kind of hard to combo forever in this type of meta with all this disrupt and stuff. But he still combos for a very long time regardless, right? So he combos a lot, does a ton of damage. The one thing that Broly does is he has his auto counter, so that just stops him from comboing. And then he seals the mains a lot. And the one thing that Vegito excels at is nuking everything with that ultimate. One thing I found, like a kind of a way to deal with Broly with Vegito, is to just pretty much just pop your main as soon as possible and use the ult as soon as possible. It also just depends on what your opponent is using, because if they're using another character that has a second life, they're probably gonna switch out. So you gotta be careful there. That's where the problem arises. Like if they're running let's say they're running Broly, Blue Duo, and Vegito or something like that, or Gogeta. They're probably going to let Broly take the ultimate, which is a good thing. That's what you want. That's exactly what you want, because if you can get rid of their first life, then it'll be much easier for you to handle them, especially if you can get a blue off on him somehow, or you can rush him, something like that. But the one thing is that the fact that Broly has endurance and his auto counters, when it fills up, it seals his main. It doesn't let him do what he wants to do. That's why I think Broly, even though he's like green and the Blue Duo is blue, that I think Broly's the biggest problem for Vegito Blue, which is insane, because Vegito Blue literally just destroys everything else in the game, I would say. Yeah, there's not really any other character that really can slow him down. There's another character actually that I've been using in my teams, and that character is Goku and Bardock. They gain a little bit of value, I'm not gonna lie, because they actually, their type advantage against Vegito and their type advantage against the Blue Duo. So I mean, they can't stop the Vegito from what he's doing, but they have indestructible. So if you ult, they're not gonna die, right? At least they have that safety, because I kid you not, this ult feels like a rush a lot of the times. Like if they don't have any second life, this ult literally just feels like a rush. There's nothing your opponent can do. They're going to die, right? If you have no second life, you're pretty much setting yourself up for failure, because Vegito is going to kill you, right? That's how much damage his ult does. But if this upcoming character is coming out in like 5 days, it's coming out on Wednesday. We're getting it probably revealed on Tuesday, like on social media. We'll probably get a hint on Monday or Sunday, I would imagine, maybe even Saturday possibly. But if we get a purple legend that is God Key from Tournament of Power, so it could be Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. It could also be a God of Destruction Topo. It could be any God Key character from the Tournament of Power. And they're purple. They have to be purple, I think. I think for the most part, it depends what other abilities they give the character. But if they're purple, they will literally work perfectly with this guy. And like if you look last year, and also the year prior, even though it's a little bit different the year prior, but last year we got Ultra Super Vegito's Plat, and we got Kefla, and Kefla was a green unit to coincide with Ultra Super Vegito, because Ultra Super Vegito was yellow, so that's just good color synergy there. I'm trying to think who was blue in a problem. I mean, it wasn't really anybody that was blue that was a problem. purple. Yeah, I mean, it's so good color synergy, right? They had good color synergy no matter how you look at it. And then prior to that, we got Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and then Omega. That was different. That was just they purple and green. The reason why they made Omega green was because he had indestructible. If he didn't have that, they wouldn't have made him. They probably would have made him a different color, right? But as we can see, it's only been for 1 year. I'm hoping they stick to it, but they seem to always correlate with the after party unit with the platinum equipment. So for anniversaries at least. So I'm assuming we're probably going to get a God Key character that is purple. And the reason why that's so important is because, like I said, the main problem that Vegito has is Broly. So if we get... I mean, we already have Super Vegito, but he's just not as good as he used to be. He's kind of a liability at this point. He just takes too much damage, right? But if we get a brand new Legend Purple that can tank whatever Broly's doing and can dish out... Obviously, if you're superior element, you're going to do a lot of damage to Broly. If you can just wall him off, I think Ultra... It's like weird how another unit like it would be like insanely powerful against a certain character. It would probably make Vegito Blue undisputed #1, and it probably won't even be close. Because first of all, whatever comes out, whatever that purple is, if it is a purple, if it comes out, it counters a Broly. You're gonna see Broly way less. And like I said, the only problem that this guy has is freaking Broly, which makes no sense to me. Cause like even Rose doesn't like. I mean, if you get caught with Rose, I mean you can get hurt pretty badly. But offensively, Vegito deals with him very nicely. He will one-shot him with his ult. He one-shots anything with his ult, even Broly. He one-shot Broly with his ult. But it's just that he has endurance, right? And then he seals his main, so it's harder for him to do what he wants, like I said. But for the most part, if we get a purple, that duo is literally going to probably destroy the entire game. Because it's gonna allow Broly not to stop Vegito. It's gonna make Vegito like just be unchecked like completely. I mean, you could say that the blue duo is checking them, but if they get one shot by ult, they're not really checking them, right? And it's not even that. They can get one shot by a blue because the blue hits super hard, especially if you catch them with a green drop combo something. You hit them with a blue ult, they're dead, right? They can't do anything about it. And I mean, you can also make the argument that we have Gohan and Trunks already, but I wouldn't make that argument because of the fact that they're half purple, and I think, and also being half red, Ultra Vegito Blue kind of takes their spot, I think, which is crazy. I just think that he just overshadows us in every way, and I think if we get a purple God Key character, they're going to take their spot even more, right? So, only time will tell. But as of right now, I would not say he's undisputed one, but I would argue that he very easily could be one. I'll be making my list very soon. But I think it's between 3 to 4 characters right now. But for the most part, I think they did an insane job with his plat, man. He is a monster. Very fun to use because you have to actually play the game with him, right? You press cards with him, right? But his plat did justice for him, and I don't see him going away anytime soon. His numbers are so high. He's already power creeping the game by a good margin. His damage stat number, like if you look at the damage stat numbers, the highest was like 360. This guy's base stat damage number is like 400. So, and he's stacking damage. So he's gonna, I think by the time he gets to 400% damage, it might be like a month from now. Not even, maybe like 2 months from now. That's how much he's gapping the game, and by then he'll still be equal to these other characters in terms of damage, but he's also stacking damage. I don't know, he might be terrorizing. I'm telling you, if you get a purple legend that counters Broly, and if we get another purple, if Broly just gets destroyed somehow, Vegito's going to be undisputed #1 for a while. Okay, he's going to be #1 again, and it's back in his prime, undisputed #1 for a while. But you guys let me know what you guys think and how good you think Ultra Vegito Blue is with his plat. I think he's amazing. I love him. But you guys let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.